to save his ass. Okay,
well.
that's what he's trying to do.
Yep.
Okay, but the people will speak. Okay, but if what you said, I agree with. If you're honest and you're fair and you're upfront, you don't have those problems. People that got more correspondence from him in the last week than they got in the last 3-4 years.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So if you're satisfied with the infrastructure of the city, when we talk about demolition, it's too one-sided. We're tearing down too much. We're not building up enough. Okay, and I do believe in my heart that East Cleveland is a jail, especially from Lakeview going to Superior. Because they landlocked down in University Circle. But they don't want to come here and work with us. They want to take us over. Right. But the merger ain't going nowhere.
Come on.
Okay, because Cleveland don't really want us. They can't do nothing for us. Okay? And that's how I feel. So I hope that we can work this out. We say we work together. I don't feel that in my heart. I really don't. I just feel like I'm tolerated here. I really do. I feel less than I ever have been up here since I've been up here the last year. That's really how I feel. Well, that Martin, that big mouth Martin don't like that. But I'm fair and I'm honest. I make all the meetings. Probably don't even waste the time how you no more. But I come up here and I try to be fair. But if I'm a council person and I'm giving up $5,000 of my money to the city and I can't run off a damn copy, I don't need to be up here.
Yeah. No.
I don't really need to be up here.
No.
Okay, a code, and I'm her boss.
No.
Come on. And she's gonna do what the council president tell her to do. I know what's going on here.
Yep.
That's what's going on here. And I'm offended by it. I'm Chief. Thank you, Chief.
I'd like to thank everybody for coming out, whoever came, you guys coming out to this meeting. Perception is reality. So we can perceive how we want to perceive things, and you say something over and over enough, it becomes reality. I understand what you were saying, Councilman Martin, but I would always go on the side of caution to get the facts all the way through and through. As far as the copying, I had no idea as far as the code or not needing a code or needing to have a code. I do understand maybe council's attempt to try and maybe track the toner or track the paper or what have you, because I know we have a limited budget. But I do believe that maybe new things are implemented, then maybe, it's implemented so that we all know. But usually how it's communicated, and this is directed to you, Councilman Martin, you're not knowing about Papa John's or Villa, or not knowing you needed a code, or not knowing a lot of the things. It shouldn't be a drive-by. I mean, we communicate via email.
Write me something, email, do something.
But I've witnessed a lot of emails about the different grand openings and things that are going on. Not only that, but I've been also sending things out by Facebook that I get from council's office because I've subscribed to the Facebook page. So I send it out, and in turn people send that out. So there's other methods of communication through council. And I'm not understanding how we could not know that as being a body when that's the only way that we really can communicate outside of being physically around each other. So I just want to make people aware of that council communicates also through emails, and we have to do our due diligence to make sure that we read the emails and that we come up here and get our paperwork and stacks of paper so we know about these events. It is kind of hard from our standpoint by us having full-time jobs. And I realize that when certain people, you have to meet with the fiscal commission, that they probably go around their schedule. We can make accommodations for that. But the thing that I have a problem with, and I must say, is that anytime that we air out our opinion based on our perception and put it out there as if it's fact, I have a problem with that until we actually confirm the facts. Just stated that someone in this room doesn't have integrity. To me, integrity would be finding out what's going on, and then questioning it, having your feet firmly on the ground. Not only that, we have to be careful as public servants not to incite the people unnecessarily, because right now there's a lot of change and transition going on, and change is hard. It really is hard. I'm coming into this seeing things from how it started January 1st, 2016. I don't have any prior knowledge of how things were handled. I don't know if the public can go in there and make copies and do this and do that, but there does need to be some regulation all the way around. The rules need to be adhered to. If there's a 3-minute time limit, I would even say maybe some counselors should even have, we should maybe even put more rules on ourselves as far as the way that we are supposed to behave and the things that we're supposed to do. And be able to, if that's something that's set in place, then everybody has to adhere to it, not because you are upset or because you feel a certain way. When we're in a public position and we're having these public meetings, there's a certain decorum that we need to have. There shouldn't be shouting matches and yelling, swearing. And if we expect the public to act a certain way, then we in turn have to be that example or be that change that we want to see. We talk about change. We talk about working together. We're still trying to. I really believe in that. And I'm not going to sit up there and say, it's all bad, it's all bad. My cup is half full. And the city's cup is half full. As far as the $100 plots of property, a neighbor next door, as far as those 2 properties, Barbara Thomas in the last meeting, she conveyed that she knew these individuals and these individuals wanted this property for a long time. She did her research, her due diligence. This is in her ward because we are her counterparts, and she assured us that this is something that she wanted to see happen. They went through the NAC. They went through a lot of hurdles to get these properties. So by her being our compadre, so to speak, we're going to listen to a lot of things that she has to say as far as these properties that are in her ward. She knows better. As far as the distillery, I'm going to visit the distillery. That way not distillery, but I'm going to, it's not a distillery. But, doing your due diligence and finding about the type of residential, because Noble Road is a residential street, but it's also a mixed use. Yeah. So that's another thing. That's why the trucks are allowed to come down. And so maybe there's a way that, the BZA said, okay, well, you know what? You're already in this property. You're adjacent to this type of zoning usage. Then we're going to okay that. You're one of our own. We want to see businesses. We want to get some of this revenue off of this. So before we jump to conclusions about anything about how bad or good it is, I think we should go out and see it. When there was a problem, people said we didn't, 44112 News said that there was no salt when I first came in. So I went and I saw we had salt. So you can't just listen to what people say and go off on a tangent, because it's just like that old game of telephone. You tell one person this, and then they tell somebody else, and it either gets embellished or this fact gets left out and that gets left out. Then everybody's, then you have the lynch mob, and then you have people with pitchforks saying, why this, why that, what about the children? So I just want to make everybody aware of that. And this is a trying time for us in East Cleveland, for all of us. And we're all going to have differences of opinions. We're all going to have different motivations. It's just to find that midway in between and to see what's best for the residents. You're still going to have your opinions about the Salvation Army. Even if the land was given for free, it's being used for something. Services, goods, things that will bring to our city, which we haven't had. And whether you feel about it, that area is about to be beautified. You look at, and a lot of this stuff is happening closer to, Lakeview or closer to those wards. But